In the serene suburban streets of Willowbrook, the Williams family seemed to live an idyllic life. Jack Williams, a successful architect, had shared more than a decade of marriage with his wife, Emily. Together, they had 2 children and a home admired by friends and neighbors alike. Yet beneath the picture-perfect exterior, a storm was quietly forming. Jack had always trusted Emily completely, never once doubting her loyalty. But over recent months, subtle changes in her behavior had begun to unsettle him. Emily started arriving home later and later, citing endless work obligations and new responsibilities. She grew distant, often lost in thought, and spent long hours on her phone, laughing at messages Jack was never meant to see. The warmth and closeness that once defined their home faded into tension and coldness. One evening, suspicion gnawed at Jack until he could no longer ignore it. While Emily showered, he quietly picked up her phone. As he scrolled, his worst fears were confirmed. Emily had been exchanging flirtatious and explicit messages with a man named Mark, someone Jack had never heard of. The text revealed a secret affair that had been going on for months. The revelation shattered Jack, leaving his heart in pieces. But amid the heartbreak, a fierce desire for revenge took root. Jack realized that confronting Emily directly wouldn't satisfy the storm inside him. He needed a plan, one that would expose her betrayal in the most unforgettable way. Over the next few days, he meticulously gathered evidence. Screenshots of messages, logs of her movements, and even Mark's address. Each discovery fueled his determination to make them pay for their deceit. One weekend, Jack told Emily he had to leave on a business trip. Late at night, instead of heading to the airport, he circled back and parked a few blocks away, under the cover of darkness. He returned to their home and made his way to the basement, the very place Emily and Mark had used for their secret meetings. There, he set up a hidden camera with a clear view of the entire room, ensuring nothing would go unseen. Jack waited, tense and silent, as hours crawled by. Finally, the front door opened, and he heard Emily's familiar laughter mingling with a man's voice. His grip tightened on the baseball bat he had brought, heart hammering in anticipation. Through the camera feed on his phone, he watched as Emily and Mark descended to the basement, completely unaware of the trap that awaited them. When the moment came, Jack stepped from the shadows. Emily's eyes widened in shock and terror. Mark scrambled to react, but Jack's calculated strike with the bat sent him crashing to the floor. The room filled with screams, but Jack's focus never wavered. He demanded every detail of their affair, each reluctant answer met with another swing, ensuring Mark felt the full weight of his betrayal. Emily begged for mercy, tears streaming down her face, but Jack's heart had hardened. He wanted them to feel every ounce of pain and humiliation he had endured. When Mark lay bruised and battered, Jack turned to Emily. He showed her the live feed from the hidden camera, revealing that everything had been recorded. The reality of her exposure drained the color from her face. Jack made it clear. The footage would be sent to everyone they knew, family, friends, colleagues. Her reputation would be destroyed, and she would live with the consequences of her choices. Emily sobbed uncontrollably, but Jack felt no pity. He had given her his trust and love, only to have it shattered. With his revenge complete, he left the basement, leaving Emily to face the aftermath. A grim satisfaction settled over him as he walked away, determined to rebuild his life and protect his children. In the following days, the video spread through Willowbrook like wildfire. Emily and Mark became the subject of scandal and gossip, their lives forever altered. Jack, meanwhile, focused on his children and reclaiming his future. Though the betrayal had cut deep, he emerged stronger, having confronted the deceit head-on and asserted control over his destiny. The tale of Jack's vengeance became legend in the neighborhood, a story whispered for years. And as for Jack, he carried himself with quiet pride, knowing he had faced the ultimate betrayal and walked away victorious.